Inject it. Go on. Inject it. Oh my God. It's done. No Thomas, no Partey. It's Partey time. It's Christmas. It's Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas, everyone. Just going to go ahead and open this up right now. You spend, I spend. I was so confident that we were going to get Partey. I went ahead and got some goodies for myself. The away shirt is coming. I'm getting it. Home kit's in the wash right now. But thought I'd treat myself. Nice. It's another polo for the Operation Arsenal, the Arsenal career mode. And we've got... Ooh, I don't know about this. I wasn't too sure when I ordered this. I thought, I've got to at least have a look. You know I'm a bit obsessed with Arsenal hats. Bruised banana. Don't mind if I do. So yeah, Merry Christmas to me. It is party time. I'm so happy this is done. Oh, what a relief. Do you know what? I was nervous. I was nervous for quite a significant amount of time before the last hour or so, the last 2 hours of the window. You heard the reports that it was happening. It was done. It was medicals. It was, he's flying to London. His representatives are going in and handing in the deposit for the release clause. It's so frustrating because you don't really know what's going on. You've just got to rely on what people are saying. But it is official. Partey is an Arsenal player. He isn't even in an Arsenal shirt yet. He's flying to Turkey to meet up with his Ghanaian international teammates. He'll be on international duty with them. But when he comes back, Arsenal player. He is at Mikel Arteta's disposal. We've got a CDM, an actual CDM. Oh my God, this actually can't be happening. I can't believe it, guys. I cannot believe it. So, done deal. It is done. But we've got other things to talk about, and then we'll come back to the Thomas Partey deal. So, let me jump over to the other images of the players I've got. I haven't got every single transfer that happened today, but I thought I'd quickly go through some of the deadline day deals that we've seen go through today. So Torreira has gone the other way. He is now an Atletico Madrid player for the next 12 months. He's gone on loan. Whether or not that will become permanent, we don't know just yet. There is an option to buy, apparently, in this contract of £22 million. So I think we're basically breaking even on Torreira. So I don't know how I feel about that. I would have expected Arsenal to get maybe a little bit more, but we've got Partey, so who cares? Up next, we've got Doozy. He is a Hertha Berlin player. He has gone on loan for the next season as well. No option to buy, no obligation to buy. Just a simple 12-month loan. He is still going to be an Arsenal player next season. Whether or not he has a really good year and then we sell him, or a really good year and we keep him, who knows what's going to happen. He could play terribly. He might not even play more than 5 games before he insults someone on the pitch. You never know. I think this is a good move for him. He's still young. He deserves a second chance, and I think that he will come back a more mature and more professional football player, and hopefully he works his way back into the squad. And this is a bit of a weird one, so you might recognise this guy. His older brother, Rekic, ex-PSV player, Hertha Berlin player. He's been sold to Sevilla, I believe. This is his younger brother, Omar Rekic. I don't know which one it is. Apparently, and this isn't confirmed by the club as I'm recording this video, it's very late right now. The deadline day was just, the deadline was 20 minutes ago. Apparently, we have signed Rekic on I think it's, I can't remember what they said. Basically, he's coming in January because we haven't been able to get this deal done yet. But he's just 18 years old, so it's not like he's going to be thrown into the first team. He's going to be one for the future. He'll be joining in January, and I don't know what the deal is, but that's something to talk about nearer the time, I guess. Up next, we've got Jack Wilshere. He is now a free agent. He has parted ways with West Ham. They've mutually agreed to end it there, and I kind of want to pay as you play, please, Arsenal, maybe? Can we do that? Can we get Jack Wilshere back on pay as you play? Which means he only gets paid when he plays. Could work, still injury prone, but 28 years old, experienced, creative. I don't know. It's one to look out for. He is a free agent. He will go somewhere very soon, I'm pretty sure. Next, we've got Theo Walcott going back to Southampton, back when he was just such a young little baby. He broke onto the scene at Southampton. He's, of course, played for Arsenal for a long time, then moved to Everton. They've moved on. They've done some incredible business this summer, and he is going back to Southampton. I think that's a great move for him. We've got Ruben Loftus-Cheek going to Fulham on loan for the season. And we also have Anderson also going to Fulham on loan, I believe, for the season. So that's two big signings for Fulham there. We've also got Leeds busy today. They have signed Rafinha. I like him. Do you know what? He scored on Sunday and now he's a Leeds player on the Monday. It's pretty crazy. I think he'll do very well for them. Manchester United have been busy. They have signed Cavani as a free agent. That is an interesting one. I think he's 33 years old and he's going to cost them over £10 million a year. It's not it. I'm sorry. But they have also signed Tellez. I like him a lot. There were reports that this deal was off. It came back on. It went back off. And they managed to get it across the line. They need defensive reinforcements, but I'd say a centre-back. Can he play at centre-back maybe? He'll be going down that left side much better than Shaw can, and he'll be defending better than Shaw can as well. But they weren't done there. They have also signed a young player called Amad Diallo. This guy is just 17 years old. 40 million euros apparently is the fee, but he does look to be a future star. So definitely one to look out for. Remember the name, Amad Diallo. Sorry, not Diarra. I'm interested to see how he gets on. Not quite getting into the Atalanta team. That's where he's just come from. But when he did play, he was one of the youngest players to ever play in the Serie A and actually one of the youngest players to ever score. So definitely has some promise. Back to the Serie A, we have Chiesa going to Juventus. They've signed yet another winger. This guy has been touted as a very, very talented player for a long time, but never really got that big move, the next step in his career. Well, now's his chance. He's going to play for Juventus. We've also got Smalling going from Man United to Roma on a permanent deal. It is done. He is now going to be a permanent Roma player, not just on loan. We've got another defender that's moved. We have Godfrey going to Everton for around £20 million from Norwich. Don't know how much I rate Godfrey. I think he seems okay, but he played in a team last season that got absolutely decimated in the Premier League, so maybe a bit difficult to judge, but interesting that Everton have gone for him. We've also got Todibo, another defender that was linked with many clubs recently. He has decided to join Benfica. I believe it's a loan that will be permanent from next year. I might have to double check that one, but Todibo is moving from Barcelona. This is crazy because they had to sell someone to bring in Garcia from Man City, the young defender, the Spanish defender. And I don't think they got it in time. I don't think it was done. So Garcia will have to join them in either January or he'll join next season for free. And then we have Bakayoko joining Napoli. He is on a 12-month loan, I believe, as well. There's just so many deals going on. It's a little bit mad. But of course, the main one to talk about is Partey. It is Partey time. £45 million, give or take, 45 million pounds. It was a €50 million release clause that was paid today in full. Very last minute job. I think Arsenal always knew that deal was there for them, but the risk was another team jumping in and stealing it. You know, reports that Chelsea and Manchester United were potentially going to do it, but Arsenal did manage to get the deal done. Of course, when you pay a release clause, it doesn't get paid to the club. In this case, Atletico Madrid didn't even know that the release clause was paid until quite late. So apparently they're not too happy about this. But to be fair, they should have prepared for this. You know, there's been interest from not just Arsenal, I'm sure, and they've had plenty of time to maybe renegotiate a contract. And if that's not the case, clearly wasn't going to happen, then bring in a reinforcement just in case, or have an emergency contingency plan. But apparently it was paid, and what happens is the payment goes through La Liga in this case, and then they notify Atletico Madrid that it's been done. And this was all done pretty late. We're talking like middle of the afternoon today. There's pictures of some representatives actually in the action, you know, doing it. So it's a pretty amazing deal. I think that Arsenal had other targets they wanted to get done first, but it seems that those, I mean, Aouar is one of them, it just hasn't worked. There are reports that we were looking at Diawara from Roma, Sumer, is it, from the French league, and then it was Partey that is the one that got done. And I'm actually really, really happy it got done, because otherwise I've signed 2 players in the Arsenal career mode that didn't join. As you know, I'm trying to keep that really realistic. But now I've got Aouar and we don't have Aouar. I'm going to have to loan out Doozy. Oh my God. And Torreira, of course, I sold. That's okay. But I'm really happy that we got this deal done, because what he will do for this team is incredible. He's going to shield that back 4 or back 3, whatever we play. He's going to get forward. Surprisingly, his goal record... Well, maybe unsurprisingly, his goal record isn't great for Atletico, but for Ghana, it's actually quite strong. He gets quite a few goals. So it really depends on what role we give him, but I'm pretty sure Mikel has bought him as a rock. A defensive midfielder that's just going to shield our defence and help us win games, and he will. He will do that. And at £45 million, I think it is an absolute bargain. The guy is in his prime for the next few years. He will be an absolute baller in the Premier League. He's a machine. He doesn't stop running. I love the guy, and he's going to fit in at Arsenal so well. I know for a fact he's going to be close mates with Aubameyang, you know, both being African. I love that. I absolutely love that. And he will hopefully make his debut the first game back. I don't know what's going to happen with the quarantining and the restrictions with COVID and him travelling to and from. It might be he doesn't feature in the first game back, but of course we've got a very tough run of fixtures, and getting a player like that in the lineup can only be a good thing. But it's done, guys. It is Partey time. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this random one-off video very late at night. The Arsenal career will be back tomorrow, and enjoy your nights, Arsenal fans. It is done. It is Partey time.